don't think there was ever a question there. I think it's just a lot of gobble gobble turkey, by just gobble 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 turkey from jive turkey gobblers. It's just I think that paints a pretty good picture of me.
Hello XFF and welcome to Raven Center. A happy Thanksgiving to all of you. This just in, drinking and yelling at the screen is my deal. Don't infringe, Luke, you freaking hack. Jesus, it was like damn amateur hour over there last night. I felt bad for the educated guesses, guys. Travis looked severely uncomfortable when the man crush on Luke was brought up. It's time for the fastest 3 minutes in XFF. Hit my music! In the rainy shithole of Seattle, the 12th man has straight up abandoned Ron and the Sadhawks. The visiting Arizona Cardinals blow out the Sadhawks 275-220. After the game, GN Ron ran on a tirade to his team saying, "I know who I am, who are you?" When it was pointed out that he built this roster, he said, "Shut your mouth." Arizona to 9-6, Sadhawks to 3-12. In stormy Tampa Bay, the visiting Prince of the South, Sweet Percy, defiled the peasants of Tampa Bay. 223-189. Atlanta took the women back to Georgia, where he'll show them how to properly set a roster. Both teams to 5-10. Tampa Bay has lost 7 straight. On the road in Pittsburgh, you can crown him the king of the North. Now let's go find some White Walkers. Baltimore wins the AFC North 241-226 on the road at Heinz Field in a brutal, hard-hitting affair that sent multiple key players to the infirmary. Baltimore to 11-4, Pitt falls to 2-3. In Gotham, he may be down, but that didn't stop the mugging of Buffalo. The Jets defeat the Bills 274-249, Jets to 7-8, Bills to 5-10. There was no big black kitty dick in New Orleans, just tons of bourbon as Nick and the Saints defeat Nils and the Panthers 248-233. After the game, Nils was pelted with beads as he was forced to run the streets shirtless. Saints to 10-5, Panthers to a dismal 3-12. In what was dubbed the NFC Toilet Bowl, the Bears defeated the Vikings 285-251. When the stolen playbook fell into Minnie Josh's hands, he couldn't make heads or tails of it because he only understands statistics and symbols, and the playbook was just full of pop-ups and instructions on how to make cereal. Bears to 8-7, Vikings to a disappointing 7-8. At the Factory of Sadness, all the workers were fed to the hungry Bengals. Jai and the Bengals defeat Decker and his tasty workforce 291-261. After the game, GM Decker realized he'd forgotten to distribute the How to Defeat a Bengals pamphlet. It will be a sad turkey day in Cleveland. Bengals to 9-6, Browns to 3-12. In the nation's capital, the showdown for the division supremacy was on. Will and the Cowboys shoot up old RFK Stadium before 80,000 rabid fans. Cowboys win 307-250. After the game, the horses licked the tears of the defeated Redskins. Cowboys to 10-5, Skins to 9-6. In sunny San Diego, the Ponies arrived, supplied a power outage, and stripped the Bolts of any remaining dignity they may have. 257-216. Bolts to 11-4, San Diego to 5-10. Broncos remain in a tie with the Baltimore Ravens for the number 2 seed going into the final week of the regular season. In Green Bay, they hadn't won since 1991 in the real NFL, but it happened this year. Now the XFF Lions can celebrate with their NFL counterpart as they bring home the NFC North title 305-265. After the game, the militant lumberjack carved a wooden cheese head and urinated on it. Lions to 13-2, Pack to 10-6. Guess who had to bite the pillow due to no lube again this week? In Tennessee, Jason and the Titans throw a wrench in Houston's AFC South Championship dreams 238-227. After the game, Al could be seen outside the stadium trying to trade a slightly used pack of fucking chewing gum for a 2016 number 1 pick. In Jacksonville, the Jags blow up the upset of the week, losing to Dan in the lineup-setting challenge Colts, 286-278. Colts head into a division championship, deciding week number 12 versus the Texans at 10-5. Jags to 6-9. In San Francisco, Carlos and the 49ers served visiting Luke and the St. Louis Rams a San Francisco treat. The back of his hand! Carlos and the Niners win a critical NFC West showdown, 281-268, both squads to 9-6. In Gotham, right after the Jets beat down the Bills and the Eagles came in and violated the Giants. In a rare home game doubleheader, the Giants fall 280-247 to the Eagles. After the game, D. Jordan told John to break a leg. John, as always, eager to please, did just that to the tune of a $4,000 ER bill. Eagles to 9-6, Giants to 5-10. In snowy New England, who says Dolphins don't like snow? While the Fins mascot TuneInNet helper raped B.A. Belichick during the postgame show in front of 76,000 horrified fans, Brad and the Fins defeated the Pats 369-206. Fins at 12-3. A win in Week 12 secures the number 1 seed in the AFC. Pats fall to a sad 3-12. And in the black hole, Brian and the Raiders continue his late season push, pasting a lifeless Chiefs team 348-216. Raiders to 8-7. Chiefs to 5-10. We got no time to waste. Last week I was 12-4. I'm 73-36 on the season. Here are the Week 12 final regular season picks. I've got the St. Louis Rams over the Arizona Cardinals in a game he's got to have. Sweet Percy of the South defeats the Carolina Panthers. The Baltimore Ravens defeat the Cincinnati Bengals and get the number 2 seed. The Miami Dolphins blow up the Buffalo Bills. The Detroit Lions, just taking care of business, defeat Chicago. The Cleveland Browns over the Steelers. The Steelers will be the worst team in the league in this week's Sadness Bowl. Dallas and the Dallas Cowboys defeat the New York Giants and win the NFC East. The Denver Broncos defeat the Kansas City Chiefs. Green Bay secures the wild card with a win over the Vikings. The Indianapolis Colts win the AFC North over the Texans. Tennessee defeats Jacksonville. New Orleans defeats Tampa Bay. San Francisco wins the NFC West by defeating the Seahawks. Philadelphia defeats the Colts to win the final wild card spot in the NFC. The New York Jets finish at 8-8, defeating New England. And Oakland finishes strong to defeat San Diego. Happy Thanksgiving. Rippin' and Tearing playoff special returns next week. Special guest Nick of the Saints. Special guest Travis of the Buffalo Bills. And maybe a special new segment with Nate of the Jacksonville Jaguars. Be sure to tune in. I'm bringing my A game. Bring your A game to the table tonight. Gobble that turkey. Gobble down the cranberry sauce, the stuffing, the mashed potatoes, whatever your family holds as tradition. Good night, XFF.
Gobble, gobble turkey, you know, by just gobble, gobble, gobble turkey from Jive Turkey Gobblers, you know, it's